We made it, you guys. Another crazy virtual takeover. This is going to be the last video of the day for our Luxury Brands of America virtual takeover on Instagram Live. Thank you to all of you who have continued to follow us and join us. We've really had a great time today. But to end the day, we are going to go over Benu and Colorverse. So if you give me 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and bring Bryce back on. But yeah, I got to say, it's been a fun day. So give me 1 second. Here we go. Come on, dude. Let's go. Patricia, what is up? Pen Medic, that shirt is fashionable. Funny guy, funny guy. Holy smokes, that was by far the coolest thing I've seen all day. You're sipping on something nice. Oh my goodness.
I'm sipping on that drink. It's the old fashioned.
Nice,
Look at this.
man.
Look at this right here. Look how beautiful that thing is.
Honestly, it looks better
Now,
than my drawing.
now for all the West Coast people, don't freak out. It's 3 here, and
Yeah,
it's the summer.
5.
It's the summer,
Yeah, hey, I wanted to do this live for you, okay?
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Gotta have
Hey.
your picture on there.
There you go.
There you go. It's official. Unfortunately, it was with an expo marker, so be careful with it when I give it to you. All right.
All right, sounds good. Dr. Brandy, I use whiskey. Yeah, any bourbon I use. My kind of go-to. Really, I love Blanton's more than anything, but if I have to do not Blanton's because it's really hard to find, Booker's is good. Bullett's good. Knob Creek is good. Just kind of anything. So, yeah.
Show it one more time, bro. Show them what you're drinking, B-Dog. What's in that drink?
Hey. It's the old-fashioned. See the key here, people. See, the key here is that the orange has to be facing you. So when you take a drink, you have the orange in the nose, you see? And you get like an orange. Yeah. Yeah, Wisconsin, they use brandy. Yeah, exactly. So.
Wow,
Yep.
what are we doing talking about? We should hold a workshop to brew, bro, to distill, brew, mixology 101.
That was like my thing in college. I would come up with new stuff. I'd smoke drinks. I'd get a cedar board and light it on fire and smoke the drink, the glass, Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, so you're a bartender too. That's what you do at night, eh?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, for myself.
Wow, that is crazy. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys, if my boss wasn't here today, I'd probably have a old-fashioned under the table. But,
all right, so Pins and Espresso, just really quick, what's the recipe? So I do 3 dashes of Angostura bitters, a half a shot, a tiny amount of Demerara simple syrup, sorry. So it's like a brown sugar simple syrup. That's kind of my secret ingredient there. And then 2 ounces of bourbon and a peel of orange. And then before you put the orange in, you squeeze the zest out of the orange, rim it around the glass, and then stick it in nose first.
dang.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Right there.
That's the recipe.
Hey, I'll bet you a Waldman, etc. Vienna, you won't chug that, bro. I'm joking. Too good to chug, dude. Too good to chug.
Exactly, man. All right. Video 3. Let's do it.
All right. So for those of you who missed out on the first 2 videos, they are posted below on our profile. Make sure you guys go take a look. We went over Platinum, Noodlers, and Waldman, and now we're closing out with Benu and Colorverse. So It's been a jam-packed day. Bryce, thank you for joining us. It's been a true honor and a pleasure.
Yeah, as always.
But yeah, so let's just jump right in. The first thing I had on my list were the scepters from Benu. So I don't know if you have any with you, but if you do, let's see what's up with them.
Yeah, so check it out. I got, let me flip it around. I got all of them right here. So the scepters, so they come in the grand scepter and the regular scepter. The regular scepter has a number 5 nib on there.
Oh, that's smoking, dude. That is nice.
Isn't that amazing? So, and then, of course, typical Benu fashion, they match the sparkle up with the nib color. So this has silver sparkle, so they match the nib to that. These are hot. These, we met with them in.
That's her right here, okay? For the pen. Sorry, Bryce. Sorry.
No, you're good. We met with them in Germany, and they showed us, the concept for this. And we thought that it was full Benu. I mean, that's just like everything Benu is about right here. So
Wow.
and then there's multiple different scepters that I'll get to, but let me show you the kind of difference between the scepter and the grand scepter. So the grand scepters glow in the dark, so that's a part of their glowing of
So that's the
line
biggest
of
difference.
pins.
So okay, so the pink color would illuminate.
Yeah, the pink color illuminates, and it has a number
Give
6
everyone our
nib.
best, all right, man? Good to see you.
It has a number 6 nib, so it's bigger.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why they call it the grand scepter. I think it looks a little more balanced between like the heavy like knob on the back and the number 6 nib. Yeah, so it's the fact that they glow. The body is not actually bigger. It's just the nib is bigger and they glow. And then obviously like the colors are different,
Yeah. So what the design of the pen? What is it, like a spiral? I'd never seen them in person. It kind of looks like a spiral shape.
Yeah. So the idea behind it, it's like one of those scepters that people hold. It's just like a much smaller version. So if you like Google what a scepter looks like, this is what kind of it looks like. So that was kind of the idea behind it. And when we were talking to Benu, we were like, you gotta go back to like crazy Benu, because we thought that some of their pins didn't really capture, like the essence of Benu, and now they do. So, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, those are extraordinary. And in case you guys didn't know, your boy right here worked all night to get those up on our website for this event. So we have, what is there, like 14 different colors, I think? That's my
so
favorite,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
11. So we've got them all on our website, you guys. You can order them, and that discount will apply. That one's nice, man. I think that one's a little less overwhelming. It's a little more.
Yeah.
I want to say
this is Scepter 6. Scepter 6 for anybody who is wondering. Yeah, and I'll just kind of like as we're talking, I'll just kind of get them out and just kind of just show everybody,
Absolutely.
They've done a great job with these though. So that was kind of like their big. Oh, here's a nice one. Yeah, it's like kind of like a pinkish purple. It's quite nice. Yeah. They just did a great job, and of course, like Benu, we met Kate and Alex in Germany at Paper World. Alex is like the head designer, and that guy has the most attention to detail I have ever seen, like with any person I've ever met. So, I'm sitting there across the table from him, and I had a Benu, and it was like, one of the facets didn't quite line up. Ooh, this one's kind of cool. Look at that.
Wow.
So you can see the facets line up. So you can see that line connects to this line connects to that line, So they all connect. The facets on the one of the briolettes didn't line up, and he saw it from across the table, grabbed it, and he's like, no, I have to fix this. I have to take this back and fix it.
Wow.
I'm like, how did you see that? I'm like, I didn't even notice,
Well, maybe you've got like super secret lens implants that allows him to magnify his vision from across the room.
Maybe.
You don't.
You never know.
Has he ever told you that he hasn't had those implants?
He is not.
Exactly my point. It's the same idea.
I don't speak Russian though either, so.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, it's the same idea, Bryce. You've never seen me and Batman in the same room before, have you?
I have not. Have not. I wouldn't be surprised if you were Batman. I mean, like, that makes sense.
I do my best. We're filling a role for the city of Chicago, man.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly. Nice. Yeah. So I think this is. This is kind of cool.
Oh, I like that one too.
This is a grand scepter right here.
Yeah, that one kind of looks like a ring pop. The candy. Just
exactly.
That attracts me. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's it right there.
Dude, okay, now I'm gonna tell my photographer that they need to take a picture of this with a ring pop. And I'm going to give you credit for that idea.
Listen, man. It'll appeal to even 10-year-olds. If they somehow get on the site, they'll take their parents' card and buy them all.
That's a good idea, actually.
Hey, you
Just
know,
like
man, you got to start them young. It doesn't matter what
that's
age. You got to
true.
get them writing as they're growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, how is that old fashioned though? It's good.
It's good. Yeah. You know, and like with old fashions, as it like the ice kind of waters it down. So normally I would have like a really big ball of ice like you had in your picture. I don't have that here. Um, but you know, as the ice kind of like fades,
Hmm.
it like mellows out. It's really nice.
Hey, bro, that's what it's about. You know, we sell particular like ice cube. I don't know what it's called, like ice
Molds.
cube trays. Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I can send you, yeah, the mold. So I can send you something good, man. I think we have like an octopus one, a
Oh,
skull one.
sick. There
So
you
if
go.
you have them around, I'll surprise you. All right? We'll see
Yeah, for
what's up
sure,
with
dude.
it.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
so those are all the new pins from Benu. I
Yeah.
believe I believe those are the regular scepters are 85, I think, and the grand scepters I think are 100, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Um,
so it's that sounds about right. So keep in mind,
mhm.
guys, we can't discount Benu on a regular day. It's a full price
Yeah.
10. So with
Hmm.
this event, we are able to offer that show special of an additional 15% off. In this case, just
Yeah.
15% off. So make sure you guys
Right.
take advantage because I mean that's a killer deal. Truly a killer deal.
It
Uh,
really is. Yeah.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
we've got the scepter out of the way and the grand scepter.
Yeah, and
Now,
actually I forgot to mention, I don't want to interrupt you, but you know, we just sent out an email not too long ago that there's a new um, glow in the dark briolette coming out called Snowy Peak. That one's going to be awesome.
you know what
It's
color?
got yeah, so it's going to be blue in the middle and it'll go to like white caps. And then it'll
Ah.
glow on the ends. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
Nice, nice. So
Yeah.
cool. So
Yeah,
what's
man.
the ETA on that then? Do you know?
Should be at the end of this month, beginning of next month, somewhere
Okay.
around there. Yeah,
Okay.
they've been making them, so yeah.
Hey, well, I'm
Yeah.
excited, dude.
Yeah,
Benu is
right?
just it's one of those brands that if you've never seen, you know, this assortment of pens in a pen shop, they stand out, right? If you don't know
Right.
anything about pens, they're gonna stick out the most because of all the sparkles and the different colors out there.
It's true.
So, wow,
They
man.
definitely make a statement, yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
good
Someone
stuff.
was saying this is like Pens, Friends, and Drinks YouTube channel. Oh, no. So, okay, so Patricia wants us to start a Pens, Friends, and Drinks YouTube channel. I think we can do that.
Hey,
I
man,
think
I'm all about it.
I
I'm
think
all
that's
about it.
I
I
think
just
that's a
gotta
thing.
really be careful, man, with the drinks. Only 2 drinks a night for me. You know?
Only two drinks. Yeah, yeah. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Got to be responsible. Don't drink and drive. All that stuff.
Exactly. That's a great idea. So yeah, we'll look into that. So
Yeah, yeah.
cool, man. Cool.
Sweet.
Did we miss anything else? There was quite a bit going on in the chat.
Yeah,
Haven't
we
really.
were kind of.
They are Schmidt nibs. Somebody asked if they're Schmidt nibs. Yes. You know, a lot of people always ask, "Hey, is that your family that does the refills and the nibs?" I'm like, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
So people are like, some of our customers are like, we'll take your branded refills, and I don't know if they're joking or not, but it's tough to break them the news. Like, nah, my family didn't make those.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So, Pin Medic, they actually didn't stop the parrot. They're still making the parrot. We can get it if you want. The parrot's just a less popular pin, and we only bring in a very small amount of the parrots just because space is money, and we need to bring in more stock of the ones that sell better. But they still do make the parrot, and if you want to get it from Atlas, we can get it from Benu. We can get any color you want. So the
Cool.
ferret, yeah, they don't make a ferret pin.
Are you sure? Is it like a secret menu pen?
Yeah, maybe that would actually be hilarious. I'm picturing like a ferret pin. That's just too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past them though. You know, they have some out there colors and pen models. So who knows?
It's true.
Who
It's true,
knows?
dude. Yeah.
Cool. So the next thing I want to talk about is probably, you know, the most hyped thing of today, and I showcased it a little bit, and that is your guys' Stars and Stripes Inc.
Yes. Yeah.
So what's going on with it? Give us the rundown on what's going on.
Okay, so I got to give credit where credit is due. This was all our chief operations officer, Carol, who's also my mother. She totally came up with the idea. She came up with the color scheme. She came up with the scheme. She pretty much came up with the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like Colorverse nailed it. exactly how we wanted. So here's a nice swatch. I don't know if you can like see the, hold on one second. Let me turn this around. So it's got some really nice sheen to it.
Wow.
So it comes in a glistening and a non-glistening version. This is obviously the non-glistening version. The glistening version looks like this, if I can get it. So
Oh my goodness.
same properties of the sheening. There's still a ton of sheen, but there's also still a ton of the silver sparkle. So, and the idea behind it is, yeah, so that also, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but also the boxes are different. So the non-glistening version is just white. I don't know if you can see that. And then the glistening version has like foil on the
Oh
stars and
yeah.
stripes. Yeah. So, yeah, and people, yeah, that is very extra. Yes, it is. People have been going crazy for it. I have to say, when my mom came up with the idea and Colorverse sent us the swatches for it, it's amazing, and it's just gorgeous. A lot of people think it looks very, very similar to nitrogen, but it's Colorverse, right? So Colorverse isn't going to ever make an ink that's going to come anywhere close to hurting a pen, clogging a pen, none of that. So they just nailed it. It's a gorgeous ink. Yeah.
It was so funny because I was on the Colorverse's website. Maybe I was on your guys' website. Hey, pinky up, baby, pinky up. I was on the website just looking at all the colors and all the past projects, and it's really cool. I think the coolest part, obviously, is how many different color options there are that you can select from. But in addition to, it all really sticks to a theme. I mean, granted, you have your special releases and exclusives,
right?
In terms of like the actual Colorverse theme and all the space and all the terms that they're able to create, it's like, how do they do that, man?
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. I'm not sure if we've released it yet on our. Do we have a pH level available for this ink? Not yet, off the top of my head. I can get that from Colorverse. They're really good about that, so I can get that for you. But yeah, so they just came out with another line. The 65 milliliter bottles and the 15s. So they came out with a line of just the 65 milliliter bottles. And they're in 6 different colors, and it's called the Colorverse Project, and it's in like silky lavender. There's this one that's a glistening black, dude. It's got like silver sparkle and a black ink. Oh, it's awesome. So that's coming out soon.
And that'll be 65 ml?
Yeah, just the 65. So it's not going to be a 2-bottle set thing, but the colors are gorgeous. Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's coming out. But then we have some other things that just came out that we also want to talk about. So.
Yeah. Well, first off, let me say this, you guys. I also worked hard getting a ton of Colorverse options on our website. They're all available. If there's something you're looking for in particular that's not on our site, shoot us a direct message. Again, you will get the additional 15% off any Colorverse ink that you choose today. We have been selling this quite a bit. We have a few left, so make sure you guys take advantage and you get it while you can. If we need more, Bryce, do you guys have more? Yep,
we have more, and more is on the way.
Okay, perfect. So you guys, we will be able to get you more of this, but make sure you take advantage. Killer deal, too. $15.
I know.
Killer deal, man.
I know, dude.
So next up on the agenda, I have the mini series. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so this is super cool. I did a little video of, the song that also struck Zarathustra, where, it's like the, what's that movie? The space movie, when like the sun comes up and it was this tiny little bottle. Anyway, I did this post about it. It's friggin' hysterical if I do say so myself.
I don't know which movie you're referring to, but now you've caught my
someone tell me what movie that is in the comments so I don't look like an idiot. Okay.
Well, Bryce, wait, let's just rephrase. Your description of the movie is the scene where the sun comes up. So
yeah, in the space movie, and there's that, that song where it's like, I don't know. Anyway,
I would almost think you're talking
2001
about
Space Odyssey. Boom. Yes. Thank you, people.
2001.
Yes. 2001 Space Odyssey. Yeah.
All right, all right.
So
Cool,
yeah.
cool.
Anyway, so the deal with these little guys, and they are very small, is that a lot of people wanted to like try glue on, right? But or electron or selectron or any other color that
Mm-hmm.
Colorverse has in their lineup, but they didn't want to buy the full 65 ml and the 15 ml set, right?
Sure.
They're like, like a $35 ink purchase for an ink that I don't know if I like or not. It's kind of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what we told Colorverse is like, we need to come out with like a mix and match set thing that, we just kind of come up with an idea and they totally executed it to perfection. But we're like, we need to come out with like a little set thing that people can try the bottle. So they came out, or try the ink color. So they came out with a mini series. These are like $6. It's a 5 milliliter bottle. You can, if you want, kind of, so you can, if you want to, you don't have to, you can purchase them individually. You can kind of do like a mix and match set like that. And they just kind of, come out like this. You can do a mix and match set like this, or if you just want to try one, you can just have one. So that's a new thing they did. Colorverse is incredible that, we came up with the idea this year. And in like less than 6 months, they had packaging, they had product, and they had display materials in like less than 6 months.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, it's amazing. So
ink options? How many colors?
54. So it's pretty much,
Jeez.
it's the most popular colors from each season.
Sure.
So it's like if you've always wanted to try Quasar, there's a 5 ml Quasar bottle, or Selectron, or Andromeda, or like whatever. So
Sure.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
it's
here's
pretty
the
cool.
deal, guys. I don't have that on our site right now, but what I'll do is I'll post a picture on Instagram after this video. I know that there's photos out there that shows every color. It's like a swatch photo. I'll post that after our video, and then you guys can just let us know which colors you're looking at, and we'll, of course, bring them in. We'll set you up with the order. Brendan, can you get Bryce back up again ASAP? I don't know what that means. Can we order today from...
Like get me back on the Instagram, or get me...
I don't know. If you can, Pens Friends UK, if you're experiencing a lag or something, I'm sorry, but if you can, reiterate what you're trying to say. Bryce is right in front of me, so...
Virtually, anyway.
But yeah, you guys, so you can... Yeah, you can purchase these from us. Shoot us a DM. I'm going to post the photo right after this video ends of all the color options, and then we can add it to your order.
Oh, yeah, he wants me back on IG. Oh, okay.
Wow,
okay.
That's the first time anyone's ever said that about you. Oh my
God. Ready? Mic drop. I'm out.
I think what's the deal with everybody watching is the old fashioned. I think that's what did it, man.
It's the hook. It's the hook.
Yeah, you guys. We'll of course make sure we bring Bryce back up and or back on, however you want to say it. We had him for trivia when we first started doing trivia, and you knew it was some good chemistry. So of course we were gonna ask him to come on live. But cool. I'm glad that the people approve of you. That's
yeah, that's always good. So let me go over a couple new things. Sort of new. Colorverse came out with the Joy in the Ordinary series, which is all about taking joy in the little things in life, like brunch date, really good sleep, coffee break, walking the dog, all that good stuff. Those are great colors. They come in the 30 ml bottles. Those are really, really fun.
Is that a beaver about to surf on his tail?
I think it's a squirrel stealing a baguette, I think.
Hey, I mean, I like it, dude. I like it. That's not as far-fetched as a beaver surfing on his tail, or whatever you call it.
I can see both, though, yeah.
And that's just
then the dog is walking himself.
Yeah. He's on his way
the
to
dog's
9
like,
to 5.
Yeah, the dog's like, I got this. Go away. I can do this myself,
Oh, that is too funny.
So, and then Colorverse came out with a thing called the Office series. which is I think like 7 colors plus 3 permanent colors. One
Yeah.
of which is a permanent navy, and they also have a permanent black and a permanent photo black. Now, my understanding of a photo black is it's kind of like a gray. It's like a permanent gray, which is pretty cool. So they came out with those. Those have been pretty popular.
What are
But
those
yeah,
priced at? Are those like 15 as well?
yeah, those are the same price.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I think either 13.50 or 15. So that's very reasonable, especially for a good permanent ink.
Yeah, for sure. And like they're really vibrant colors. Like they're green. It's just like, black, blue, blue, black, green, brown, red. It's all just standard color names.
Mm-hmm.
They're really vibrant, and it's just like there's no like frills. It's like if it's green, it's green. And it's not like a weird green or anything like
There's
that.
no messing around there, dude.
No messing around. Yeah.
Boom.
So they hit the nail on the head with that, as always. And yeah, but dude, like I just can't get enough of this. Hold on, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, that's pretty wicked.
It's a gorgeous ink.
And that's
So
not
it's like
that's not the glistening one.
no, that's not. Oh yeah, let me show you that one. Yeah, and it's like Sheen Machine from KWZ, but it like dries way faster.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling we're gonna sell out today.
It's a great ink, man. I'm telling you. Colorverse always does a great job. So
Hey, before we get into the Benu, honestly, we might as well just finish Colorverse. We're hitting it pretty hard. So you've already talked about the Stars and Stripes, obviously. We just did the Joy series. Now I can kind of show a little bit of what I have. The season 1 or season 2, the 65 and the 15. Yeah. Oh, this is special too. Sorry, real quick. This is the first moon landing. So this is a special edition, I believe, right? So it's got 5 inks in there.
Yeah. It's very cool. So it's like I think an ink's called Apollo 11, One Small Step. No, wait, that's a different ink. Eagle 1, and there's a couple others in there. So yeah. I think someone earlier in the Instagram live asked why do they have a 2-bottle set. So I think in the beginning when they had 2 bottles of the same color, the idea was behind it that one was like a travel bottle and one was a your everyday bottle on your desk, or you could maybe give it to somebody to try or something like that. And then they came out with the 2 colors, and it's like complimentary, And it's just, honestly, I think it's just to kind of set themselves apart a little bit. But what's really cool is like most of their inks you can do like some really crazy watercoloring with. Like I saw a lady at a pin show do some watercoloring with this Mariner 4, where she literally just used the ink and then just dabbed it with water and made like a tree out of it. It was insane. So
Dude, people are so creative. It's wild, man.
I know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pink position. Yeah. So he used to swap the little bottle with Prince. So it's like, hey, I got Alan Hills and you have Quasar. Why don't we swap? That kind of thing. Or like, I have Andromeda and you have Crystal Planet or whatever, So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's what it's all about. Bryce,
Yeah,
I walked over there to grab my swatches. So some of the swatches are not up on our site, if that's what you're referencing. You can find them though, all over the internet, since it's been a super popular swatch in terms of the Stars and Stripes. This right here is the 100th, not the 100th, the 50th anniversary. I'm sorry. Here, let me get a good background. So these are the 5 colors that come in that box right there.
Yep. Oh, Eagle. That was the other one.
You were pretty good. One Small Step, Apollo 11, Tranquility, Eagle, and Columbia.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. I like that set too, because like all those colors are like really nice colors, Like none of them are
different. They're different,
Yeah, none of them are like too weird, So.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's some other ones that we just have in store. And this is only like, 5% of what Colorverse has to have. Not even 5%. There's got to be hundreds of different inks offered by Colorverse.
Yeah.
What color is One Small Step? It's a gray. It's a light gray, or dark
Yeah,
gray, if you will. Sorry.
yeah, with like a hint of brown almost, maybe. Does it have like a little brown in it or something?
Let's see.
Wands for words. So I'm drinking an old fashioned because we've been talking about old fashions all day. So that's
I'm
what's on
jealous. Bryce, we might
that.
have to do a live video at like 6 p.m.
I know. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, this is a
Dude.
really nice color.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be some brown in it. We don't swatch them like where you have the entire card to necessarily get the full sheen effect or like a refraction. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful gray.
Yeah. Yeah, what's cool is, so, I mentioned the Colorverse Photo Black, the permanent gray. Here's that.
Ah, nice, man.
Yeah, so it's a permanent gray, which like a lot of people have really been looking for. And remember when I said it's just like a no frills green? Just green.
Just green, man. Green exclamation mark. It's not just green. You got to shout it. Green. Is that an exclamation mark
exactly.
on there? Is it?
Is it?
I don't know. It's backwards. It's mirrored, so I don't know.
Oh, you know what? You're exactly right. It's not just green.
All caps,
green,
bro.
You
All
know?
caps. Nice. I'm sure we just busted some people's eardrums, but it's all love.
Yeah.
It's all love.
Exactly. Yeah,
all right, cool.
Exactly.
So that basically covers it for Colorverse. You guys, there's simply way too many different colors to talk about. We have, I don't know, like 30 to 40 different ink colors on our website. Bryce has, I don't even know how many on his website, but if it's in stock, we can get it for you if we're not showing it.
Yeah. Yeah, so, dude, I don't know if you're reading this, but people want us to do a happy hour edition of this next round.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, I'd be down for it. So we'll have to set a date, and we'll have to do like an open. I mean, a Zoom call is cool with me, but I don't know if people want to show their face. I think they just
right. I think they just like laughing at us.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, man? If life ain't fun, dude, it's not worth living. If you can't
That's
clown
what
around,
I'm saying.
no point.
Anybody who knows me, I pretty much say this on the daily, is that you gotta enjoy the little things.
Exactly. Like shouting green in front of 30 live people on the internet.
Exactly.
Nice. Let's make sure we're not missing anything before we continue. Only way to buy One Small Step is in the set. Yes, that is correct. It's in the 50th anniversary set. If you missed the green, Bryce, you want to show the green one more time? I don't know if we're getting trolled right here. I think they're
Hold
trying
on.
to encourage
Hold
me
on.
to shout.
Wait, hold on. Ready? Wait, hold on. Ready?
Green! Oh, dude, the eyes. Green!
Yeah, with the bald head and the big eyes, I can get like really crazy.
Dude, it's almost like you were 3D for a second. Like you almost popped through my screen. It was pretty wild.
Let me see if there's any other exclamations. I don't think so. It's funny. Actually, my mom does these, so I'm gonna have to say why. I'm gonna have to ask why she put a exclamation.
It's like she was writing with it. She was so excited. She's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, she's like, "This is." Oh wait, here we go. We got permanent black.
Black.
Right there. Yeah.
Permanent black. Nice, man.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, excellent. I was actually looking at the permanent. I was looking at the permanent series online, and that's exactly what I thought. Like, it almost like, even though it's so dull, it almost like seemed out of place because of how wild Colorverse is with their colors, right? So it was odd to see just like plain colors on their website, but it is needed because there's a lot of people who are traditional in terms of they prefer only blues, blacks, or greens, reds. So
they don't want sheening, they don't want glistening, Yeah, they don't want sheening, glistening, any of that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find something similar to Urban Vert Amazon. That green was pretty nice. Yeah, that green is good.
Yeah, I like the green a lot.
Excellent. All right, Bryce, before we continue to shout random colors, let's move into Benu. I've received a lot of DMs and a lot of emails asking what's going on with Benu. So to keep this in mind, you guys, an additional 15% off on a product that you can't discount. I mean, it's truly a crazy deal. I want to instill that in your head. Make sure you use coupon code LBA takeover at checkout. You get 15% off all Benu and Colorverse today. Bryce, first thing I have on my list, we already talked about the Scepters and the Grand Scepters. You briefly mentioned the Briolets. I've got a few right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely their most popular, best-selling model.
Okay. I was going to say, this seems like their base model, if you will.
It's like their flagship, I would say.
Exactly. So it's kind of faceted as well. It's like a faceted cigar-shaped pen. It's interesting.
Yeah, cigar shape. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, actually. Yeah.
So it's important to keep in mind with these types of pens, right? You get a different finish every time in a sense that, like, for example, this one there might be more green than black, right? Or more black than green. Is that correct? Since they're all manufactured like individually, or can you guarantee they're all going to be different?
Yeah. So every single one of them will be different because they're all hand done. Actually, it's pretty cool. Benu on their website just uploaded a kind of step-by-step of how the Benu pens are made. It's actually pretty cool. I actually didn't know all the steps that went into it, so that was pretty cool to see. But yeah, so every one of them are handmade. There's not a single one will be exactly like another one.
So they're unique. Excellent.
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. No, I'm not gonna lick this pen. It does not look like a ring pop, so I'm gonna.
COVID, dude. COVID. Come on, you can't lick that. People been touching it and shit. Like, come on.
This one does look a little enticing, though. It's a nice, like, blue.
It does. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Do you sell separate nibs? Are nib units available for these?
They are. Yeah, they're available in all colors and all sizes. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. So hit us up if you need a nib replacement. This one is awesome, man. I think this is Eden, or is this Secret Garden? I always get them mixed up.
That one's Eden. That one's Eden, yeah.
This one's Eden, and then this one is Secret Garden.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. Yeah, Eden's really great. So again, they have a new one coming out in the Briolet version that's called Snowy Peak. So it's like that blue in the middle, and it goes to like white caps with like silver and blue sparkle. It's gonna be pretty cool. So.
When I first was looking at this, I didn't realize that it gives you that rainbow effect right there. Mm-hmm. I just thought it was like silver shimmer in there. You guys see that?
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Holy cow!
So they use this holographic. So you can see there's like silver flake in it. It's not actually silver, but it's like that's the best thing I can call it. Silver flake. And then it's like faux silver. And then there's like holographic, almost like opal kind of flake in there as well, which gives you that kind of rainbow effect, which is pretty cool.
That's crazy. You see, this is the more pure silver one.
Yeah. Right.
Awesome.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up the Colorverse thing just really quick.
Yeah, and keep in mind, guys, too, Benu offers some stands as well. I've only got one here. I think it's in one of my drawers, but they actually offer like a cool pen stand for these Briolets that you just sit it right on top of your desk or whatnot. So, and some of them glow in the dark too.
Yeah, very true. They do. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Cool. All right, so I'm going to show you guys on the computer screen really quick. All right, so you're going to have shiny black, which will be a glistening black. You'll have a bluish green, which, man, it's kind of hard to show, but it's got a green and it's got a red sheen, like a red sheen to it, red purplish sheen. And then you got deep purple. And then you have dirty red.
Whoa, that red looks nice, man.
Yeah, it's dark. It's really, really nice. Then you have the milky lavender, which, like, let me tell you what. I had no idea how many people have been asking for, like, a lavender ink. There's a lot of people that want a lavender ink. Anyway, so I'm pretty excited about that. There's a cotton blue. Then there's a clear cyan, or however you say it. And then there's an ornament yellow that's glistening. So that's the new what they call the Colorverse project.
So what's going on? Why does it look like the color's like diluted? Like there's a darker and then a lighter.
So they're shading. They're shading inks. Yeah. So it's like specifically they want to have shading inks for it. Yeah. So, and it's, they're calling it a new experiment in colors and, wait, a new experiment in colors and new radiant ideas is what they
Wow.
wrote.
Wow.
So
So that's gonna be
that'll
big,
be
man.
available soon. But I mean, the lavender and the glistening black, I think are going to be hot.
Yeah, yeah, and it's something, you know, people don't just write with fountain pens, believe it or not. I've been noticing, I think
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier, people use ink as watercolor ink. They use
Oh,
brushes
dude.
with them. They dab
Yeah.
water all over their art. And it's real crazy to see the creativity these people have on how to use fountain pen ink. So with
Yeah. Let
something
me
like
show
that, if
you.
any of you guys are artists out here, I mean, something like that could be what you're waiting for or looking for.
Yeah. So I know we're not doing like Noodler's Ink right now, but you talked about what people can do with
Mm-hmm.
ink. So that's pretty cool. So this is oh, actually, I can't show you. But anyway, if you go to our Instagram, Noodlers Inc. It's just all one word, Noodlers Inc. The like six posts down, it's of this video that this one guy did of a drawing, and then he did Blue Ghost, the invisible ink, and then like he turns on the invisible ink, and it's like this
Ah,
entire new picture.
I've seen it. I
So
think you
cool.
guys posted it. I think you posted it on Noodlers, or maybe it was your story or something.
Maybe it was. Let
Yeah,
me.
so it looks like, at first I was like, what is this guy doing? Like, he looks like he's just scratching the paper. But then you turn on the black light or whatever light you need, and yeah, it's a whole painting. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see
Mama
if
T
I can
in
like
the
sign
background.
in. Huh?
Mama T in the background.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
I'm
That's
hearing you
awesome.
guys sound like you have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're doing great. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's so good to
Mom,
see you.
people want to
Yeah. You
see us
too.
live to drink together. How crazy is
Ah,
that?
wow. You're not bad at all.
There we go.
I'd say we're doing good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think we're doing great. Yeah. So anyway, so for some reason it's not letting me log in, but
I don't know.
just go to either Luxury Brands of America
Yeah.
or Noodlers Inc. our Instagrams, and you can see it. And it's just like it's so crazy what people come up with, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I for sure don't have a mind that wanders that far. You know, for me, I'm like, stick figures is cool. I know that's overplayed and I know that's gimmicky, but you know, that's why I sell pens, man. I'm not really too creative in the artistic field.
Yeah. Wait, so wands for words. You enjoyed a Mai Tai. Are you like on the beach or something right now, or like where are you?
Oh, you know,
So
you make the drink to match the scenery you want to be a part of.
okay, but so like get this. So I just got back from our 1 year anniversary. My wife and I's 1 year anniversary trip in Georgia. What's
Yeah,
Georgia known for? Peaches, right?
yeah.
So normally I'm not like a peach guy. I'm not gonna like gnaw on a peach all day. But man, they had these peach daiquiris there. Sitting by the pool, man, I had like five of those things.
Nice. Hey,
So
once
good.
you have one, you got to keep going. And it's one of
So
those
yeah,
things
you're just
too
gonna
where
fall
like you
asleep.
take the first sip and you just know you're like, oh yeah.
No
Thank you
Chinese
so
food
much.
restaurant. Wow.
Thank you so much for liking my artwork throughout the past couple of weeks. That's excellent. But anyway,
Yeah, that's
guys,
good.
we need to get back on topic and finish up here.
Yeah, it's good.
So we did the briolettes. Next up, I've got the tattoo series.
Yeah, tattoos are big. Yep.
So these came in what, 5 or 6 different colors?
Yeah, it's a blue, a green, a red, a black. So it's like a black on black look. That yellow, and a silver. Yeah.
So yeah, we've got 4 in
Yeah.
stock. We don't have the red and we don't have the black.
Yeah. Yeah, those are cool. So they have this like antique finish on there that's super hard to do, apparently. I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but apparently it's a really, really hard finish to do. And the idea behind the tattoo pin is that it has all the old school tattoos all over the pin. So you have like stars, roses, crossing guns, a sun, a swallow. Yeah, swallows on the cap. You have like a skull and a snake, a bunch of stuff. So it's all like old school tattoos. So if you have tattoos or if you're into tattoos, you should have that pin. because it's totally up your alley.
Listen, man, we have impacted the community far and wide. Somebody just said the tattoos are truly crispy. That is the most
Yes, they
factual
are.
thing I've ever heard. That is such big facts.
Jarrett, you got it. You know what you know what you're doing. Which, by the way, what's up, Jarrett? How you doing? It's been a while. Haven't you know?
I'm glad people are up to speed, man. I'm glad.
Yeah. I also like the fact that like there's people from our last, you know, you guys have like a very loyal following. Like I've seen so many people that are like returning from our last.
We love them all, and our energy is based off of their energy. So it's a really cool, beneficial relationship we have with them. Everyone who follows us is truly awesome, and I'm really never not DMing people, like literally all day, every day. There's just like 10 constant conversations happening, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's tough to keep up with, but it's truly enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Next up, I've got the Hexagon D, or the Hexagon series. This one is the D. It's the only one I have here, but this is actually my favorite finish too.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Hexagon. Game, you ever play Halo?
Dude, did I play Halo?
Of course, it reminds me of that. Just kind of like a nebula type pen.
Yeah, it's like the monitor's pen, in Halo.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one knows what I'm talking about right now except for Brendan, but yeah, I do.
Hey, Halo 3 was like the best multiplayer game to come out.
I'm pretty sure I literally. So do you remember with Halo 3? This is like totally off topic, and I'm sorry, but like with Halo 3, Mountain Dew came out with a flavor called Gamer Fuel. Do you remember that?
Gamer Fuel? No, to be honest, I'm not too big of a Mountain Dew drinker, but what was up with it?
So literally, it was like this orangey, reddish kind of drink, and had insane amounts of caffeine, and we drank cases of that for days when Halo 3 came out. I don't think I slept for like a week when that came out. Yeah.
The Mountain Dew will get you, bro. Mountain Dew and Doritos. That's the gamer pack right there.
But yeah, the Hexagon's like a cool like dragon egg pin. That's what I like to call it because it kind of looks like a dragon egg from like Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I like that pin a lot. That's actually one of the pins that Benu makes at Post as well.
Agreed. Yeah, I was just about to explain that. So on some of their models, like the Briolette, you can't post, right? Which is okay. It's a standard size pen. It definitely works. But this one has the cap sit really nicely on it.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I like how it transitions, the blue right here, the transparency, and then into the cap. It shows separation. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'm thinking we need to do like an Atlas exclusive for New.
Dude, I'm about it, man.
I can do it.
If the chat wants it and we get enough people, of course we'll do it, man.
All right, everybody, email Brendan what exclusive color you want for Atlas stationers, and we'll make it happen.
Boom, right there. That's the money. People are saying you need to figure out a way to make an old-fashioned themed pen. Be kind of cool, like a brown to an orange. Ooh, like a Urushi lacquer, like brown or orange on a platinum.
When it comes like with like a sealed vial of like a little old fashioned. Then you get like, the Drug Enforcement Administration going in there and like, or no, ATF, sorry, not Drug Enforcement, ATF.
Yeah.
You got to worry about that now, but yeah, we'll come up with
so
something.
much
That's
you
a
have
good
to
idea.
worry about. There's so much nowadays. It's 2020, man. Cool. So you guys, first off, we appreciate your feedback. Obviously, we are all having a great time. We will look into starting a Zoom call, or a YouTube channel will be pretty tough to keep up with, but maybe Atlas will start one, or you guys will start one. We can always come back and forth on each other's channels. But there's just 2 more pens I want to talk about, and then we're going to play some trivia. Bryce, we only have 10 minutes, and I know we could do this for hours. Where Instagram almost kicked us off last time, so I want to make sure we get through the pens here.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
I've got I think this one's the Symphony right here. This is another one with the clip.
Yeah, and that post. What's cool about that is at the bottom of it, that's hand painted. So Alex,
this right here?
Yeah, Alex Simeon, the co-owner of Benu, hand paints every single one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty. As well as with the Nebula. So the Nebula is a little bit more expensive because there's more hand painting involved with that one. But yeah, so they're both hand painted, which is pretty cool.
That is truly awesome, man. Yeah, this is a really nice pen. I really like the blues. You know, I've been telling other people the blue color is just in right now. It's
Yeah,
just what's trending.
Yeah.
Cool. So for everyone, yes, it does post right there.
Mm-hmm.
Lastly, on the list, I've got one that you guys came up with, and there it is.
Yep.
The LBA exclusive.
Yes. So that's called the turquoise Cicera. What's cool about that? It's like a mosaic. So you have different size like cubes on the pin. It goes all the way around it. It's got a clip. It can post. And what's cool about it is that it's kind of hard to see on video, but there's depth to the color. So the the turquoise and the white kind of go in and out of going higher in the pin, lower in the pin. So it adds like a really cool depth to the look of it. So,
Absolutely. Yeah, this is a
yeah,
sweet
super
pen.
cool.
You guys did a great job with it.
Thank you. Yeah, well, Benu executed it. We just kind of came up with an idea.
Yeah. So I know
we're the idea people,
Hey, you know, the thoughts got to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I know I've gotten some requests about rollerballs, and I know rollerballs, at least for some of their series, is relatively new.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that? Do you guys have a nice amount? I know you shot me a text, I think, of what you have, but I'm just curious because if there's non-fountain pen users watching, you know, I don't want to leave them out.
Right. Yeah, of course. So they come pretty much actually in Benu's, I would say, infinite wisdom. They actually made the pins. Every rollerball section can just switch out with the fountain pen section. So you just unscrew the whole thing and it works. You can use the same cap and everything. It just totally unscrews that. Yeah, like that.
That's so convenient.
So, I know. So we can pretty much make any pin a rollerball if you want. And they come in almost every one of the designs. I would say right now in the warehouse we have, I think just briolettes, like the briolette luminous ones in the rollerball. That seems to be the most popular of what people want in rollerballs.
Sure.
So, yeah. So,
Well,
again, if you guys get an order for it, we can order it, and Benu's really quick. So,
sure.
They can make it really fast.
I'm assuming just regular 888 refill, right?
Yeah, well, actually, do I have one here? Actually, they use, it's that 888 refill, that size. The ones they use is actually like a really fine point, rollerball, actually, which is pretty cool.
Sure.
It's finer than like what most pins come with in a rollerball. So that's pretty cool.
Excellent. It also brings up a good point. The Benu fountain pens use standard international cartridges and converters. So really fine.
Yeah, when we became their distributor, we asked them to include cartridges and converters with every pin, except for the minimas, because the minimas are too small and the converter didn't fit. But they did it. So every pin will come with a cartridge and converter. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Bryce, that's what I've got for us today. I mean, we covered, I don't even know how many different products, but that was pretty wild. You know, I got to give you credit for showcasing and exploring the different pens that you guys carry and distribute.
Yeah.
I think the next step, I mean, if the audience is ready, do you guys want to play some trivia? If you guys are set to go, I mean, we got a couple of questions. We've got 6 minutes left, so we can for sure get through the last 2 questions of the day, and then
with a little bit of tomfoolery to end with. Look at that.
Exactly.
Did I just say tomfoolery?
I don't know what you said, but I liked it anyway. There's a facial expression with this, so whatever you said, I mean, it sounded believable. I don't know what it was, but
what I do,
All right, cool. I think the crowd is ready. So just to reiterate the rules, here comes the disclaimer. We're going to ask the questions. Bryce will be the one to ask the questions. Make sure you guys submit your answers in the chat. The first person to submit the correct answer in the chat that pops up on my screen, yes, my screen first, will win that respective prize for that question. If you win, you will be contacted after the event, but you must also live in the U.S. to win. If you do win a prize, we will ship it out at no cost sometime next week. Here we go. Bryce, what do we got? Looks like they're ready.
All right. So the first question is, What are the names of the two founders of Benu?
All right, don't tell him the prize yet. Let's wait. Let's wait.
Yeah.
This is a big one, guys. This is a big prize. What? This guy needs to change his name to Derek Jeter. What are the names?
That's the second time. That's the second time today.
Oh, we got it right there.
Man, Clarissa is just like,
Hey, she's on fire right now. Yeah, that is correct. So the two owners' names, the founders of Benu, is Kate and Alex. Bryce, do you want to let her know what she just won?
so Clarissa, sorry. I said Kate. Clarissa, so you won a Benu Grand Scepter or a Benu Scepter. So whichever one you want, of your choice. So there you go.
Boom. That's it. That's a huge prize, man. That is a fantastic prize. Congratulations, Clarissa. Make sure you choose a color
Boom.
for Snowy, because I'm sure he wants to start writing and logging his dog days, okay?
Exactly.
But yes,
Exactly.
so I'll contact you afterwards. You get to pick out any Grand Scepter or Scepter that you would like. Congratulations.
Yeah. You know, we always figure, like, when you're going to do a giveaway, do a giveaway. You know?
Do a giveaway, man. I
Make
like
people
it.
happy.
Go
Yeah.
hard or go home, bro. That's what it is.
Okay. So the second question is, what is the name of the newest ink from Colorverse that we currently have?
Currently have. Hey, don't point at me. I'll point right back.
It's
All
like,
right. Yeah, hey, I can't beat you with those eyes, man. I can't. Oh, we got
who
it.
did
Right
it?
there.
Pin Medic, nice.
Yeah, I got Pen Medic. Stars and Stripes is correct.
Yeah.
Bryce, what did they just win?
They won a bottle of Stars and Stripes. So you get a choice
Boom.
between the glistening and the non-glistening versions. So there you go.
Wow. It was like we foreshadowed that you get to win what you answer with. How about it?
Hey, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Bryce, I know
Try.
Instagram is close to kicking us off, so I am sorry. We are going to have to end the video. Please keep in mind, you guys,
You're good.
write down the last word of each video to create that 3-word phrase that you will direct message us at the end to be entered in the Waldman, etc. Vienna giveaway. So make sure you guys listen closely. Bryce, thank you very much, my man. I can't wait to do a Zoom call,
Anytime.
YouTube channel, whatever it is
Whatever.
we're going to do, but we appreciate your time. Is there something you'd want to say before you log off?
No, I just really appreciate everybody stopping by. The comments have been great. So, yeah, I really appreciate it. And you know, we'll be back.
We'll be back, baby. Awesome,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so much. Again, it's a hot day. Make sure you guys are sipping on that nice drink. Who knows? I think what sounds fantastic right now is a delicious old fashioned.